George!
All right, Ken, how's it going?
All right, mate.
Yeah, easy.
Through this way.
So, what's going on?
Well, I wouldn't have bothered to call you, mate, only young Kieran wouldn't have it no other way. If you ask me, he's lost his tenner and a pony, he just forgot about it.
Hey, look, I ain't lost nothing. This little toe rag nicked it out of my jacket, and he's not walking off with it.
Yeah, we'll sort it out, OK?
I never went near your jacket.
Hey, look, I ain't bluffing. You're gonna front it out with them and all, are you? Yeah?
Listen, Sonny, what's your name?
Jamie,
Jamie. What are you doing here then, Jamie?
I'm looking for my dad.
Do you know who his dad is, don't you? Only Barry Kane. I don't think I've seen anybody hit the canvas harder than he did the night he fought him. It must have been the shortest bout in ABA history.
I said all right, Ken.
Sorry, George.
Can you tell us exactly what you saw?
Yeah. I saw him slipping his hand in my jacket when I was doing some skipping in front of the mirror. I shouted at him and he tried to leg it. I nabbed him at the doors, brought him back here, checked my pocket, no tenner.
Are you sure you still have the tenner on you?
Of course I am. And if you can't do nothing about it, I'm gonna shake him till he does. Where's my money?
All right, just take it easy, yeah? Listen, Jamie, listen. You know we can't let you go until you show this bloke that you haven't got his money, don't you? Huh? So why don't you take a leaf out of your dad's book and show P.C. Garfield what a man you are?
Oh, Jamie, what are you playing at, son?
I needed it.
What for? Your dad sees you all right, doesn't he? What's he going to say about this, eh?
We better have a word with him about you, haven't we? Come on.
I don't suppose he'll remember you, George, if it was all over in a few seconds.
Look, he opened the cup, blood ran into my eye and he caught me with a lucky shot. End of story.
No way.
What do you know about it? You probably weren't even born. It doesn't look as if he's in, does it?
Might be having a kibble or something. Dad! Dad?
Might as well touch it, George. Closest you'll get now.
He's not here.
Well, where do you think you might be now, then?
I don't know, all right. I don't know where he is. I've been to the gym. I've been everywhere. He's never done this before.
What do you mean?
He hasn't been home for 2 days. He hasn't phoned or nothing.
Yeah, all right, sit down. What about your mum?
She died.
Right, I see. Where was your dad going the last time you saw him?
To see Mr. Spence, the bloke who manages him.
Right, well, where would we find this Mr. Spence, then?
Well, he's only a 5-minute drive away. His number's near the phone over there. I tried him, but I couldn't get no answer.
And your dad never usually leaves you alone like this?
No, never. Look, I'm all right. You don't need to take me back.
Back where? Were you in care, Jamie? Right, this Mr. Spence. Would your dad be driving to see him?
Yeah, his car's gone.
OK, what I want you to do, I want you to tell me all about your dad's car, yeah?
Yeah. It's an old red Vauxhall Astra.
Red Astra.
Number's A461 BKT.
Dave, could I have a word? We got caught with someone's collection agencies. Looks like the bloke's up to his neck in debt.
What do you reckon?
Well, I reckon we should take the boy back to his social worker and go and have a word with this Spence.
Hi, Mark Knowles. I'm the social worker handling Barry and Jamie's case.
I'm P.C. Quinnan, this is P.C. Garfield. Jamie, all right?
Well, he's a bit worried about his dad, obviously, but what have you come up with?
Well, we've spoken to the last person who saw Barry. It's his manager, Alex Spence. But he couldn't say where he might have gone from there, so what we'll do now is we'll register him missing.
You're not going to just leave it at that, though, are you?
Well, we can't spend any more time on this without any solid leads or real cause for concern.
I think there is cause for concern. Barry wouldn't just disappear like this.
OK, when did you last see Barry?
That was a few days ago in his gym.
And what frame of mind was he in, would you say?
Fine. Pretty buoyant, in fact. Why?
His manager says he's been under stress lately.
Stress? Over what?
Debts.
No, I don't think Barry's especially worried about his debts. I mean, he is aware of how serious the situation is, but he's dealing with that.
Well, his manager seemed to think that he'd cracked. He was about to walk away from it all.
Walk away and just leave Jamie? Well, I don't believe that for a second.
Well, Jamie has been in care before, though, hasn't he?
Yes, but that was while Barry was in rehab. And the main thing sustaining him through that was a possibility of getting custody of Jamie again. He'd never walk away and leave him now. There's something wrong, I'm telling you.
Did he say where he was going after he left the gym? Anyone he had to see?
No. But you should, certainly check the 2 men he's with when I got there.
Oh, what 2 men?
Well, I didn't know them and I didn't hear much of what they said. But it seemed to me like they were, well, threatening him. What I mean is, Barry seemed threatened by them.
What were they saying?
Well, they were just asking how Jamie was, but I felt there was more of an implication there. I did push this with him afterwards, but he said that everything was OK.
Do you remember if anyone came to visit Barry early on Tuesday? Only his social worker says he saw 2 other blokes here talking to him.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Would you know who they were?
Yeah, one of them was Barry's manager.
Alex Spence.
Yeah, that's him. Oh, I should say, his ex-manager.
And what were they talking about, do you know?
Barry don't say, I don't ask.
What do you know about this Alex Spence, Ken?
Well, I know he fancied himself as a promoter a while back till the Border Control took his licence off him.
Oh, yeah, what was that for?
Fight fixes, what I heard. Oi, oi! One more accidental head blow and you're walking, son, all right?
So, how come he started managing Barry?
Well, he just wanted back into the game. Barry looked like his ticket. No surprise. A couple of other geezers was asked to run.
And what brought it all to an end?
Dunno. Barry didn't say. Something happened, though, and Spence was well gutted to lose Barry. All right, take a break.
Do you know who the other bloke was with Spence?
Yeah. Rod Tiernan. Used to be one of my lads a while back. He was a real banger. But he hadn't got no character or discipline. So I ended up telling him to sling his hook.
Where can we find him?
Couldn't tell you. Spence will know, though. Because last thing I heard, Tiernan was doing door work at one of his clubs.
What's he want to open a club down here for?
Oh, this area's on the up, George. A couple of years from now, you won't be able to move for Porsches, private roads. Excuse me, mate.
Yeah?
Rod Tiernan about?
Yeah, next door up. What's left of him.
Hi. Rod Tiernan, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, do you mind if I ask what's happened to you?
I got mugged. Look, what do you want?
Well, I'm P.C. Quinnan, this is P.C. Garfield, Sun Hill. We'd like to ask you a few questions about a man called Barry Kane. Do you know where he might be?
No.
When did you last see him?
Tuesday at his gym.
Right, and you were with Alex Spence, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what were you talking to Barry about?
Alec was inviting Barry round for a meeting at his place.
Has Spence just called you by any chance?
Well, he never stops calling me, does he? He thinks you won't wipe your own nose unless he tells you to.
I see. And what else did Spence talk to Barry about? Apart from this meeting?
That's all I heard.
Must have been a brave mugger. Took on a bloke like you.
Yeah, well, there's a few of them, wasn't there?
Did you report it to us?
No.
Why not?
I don't do that.
I don't think you got those injuries from a mugger, Rod. Barry Kane do that to you?
No, he didn't. Why would he?
Maybe that's how he deals with people who threaten him.
Listen, I never threatened no one, all right?
George, look at this. Did you know Barry Kane's car's parked outside your back door?
Is that whose it is? I hadn't noticed.
Oh, perhaps you better go and check. Make sure there's nothing else you haven't noticed.
Excuse me? What's this down there?
That's going to be a function hall.
Right, let's have a look, come on.
There's nothing to see, is there? It's just a manky old hole, that's all.
You got the key?
Not too
too worried about the fire regulations, are you?
What?
What's with all the fag butts and stuff?
I don't know. I think some of the lads might have been having the tea breaks down here or something, you know.
For the last 5 years, it's a little bit more exciting than a tea break, isn't it, eh? Come on.
George!